Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we have an important update that many pensioners across the United Kingdom have been waiting for. According to the latest official information, new support payments for certain pensioners are expected to begin starting this December. These payments are connected to updates confirmed by the UK government regarding financial support for older adults, especially those born before 1961. If you or someone you know falls into this age group, this update could be very important. In today's video, we will explain exactly what these new payments are, who may qualify, when they could begin, and what steps pensioners may need to take. We will go through everything slowly and clearly so that anyone can understand it, even if government pension programs usually seem confusing. Many people across the country rely heavily on pension payments to cover their daily living costs. For retirees, the income received through pension systems is often the main financial support they have after leaving the workforce. Because of that, even small changes or updates to pension payments can make a big difference in the lives of older adults. In recent months, there has been growing discussion about additional support for pensioners, especially those who reached retirement age under older pension rules. Now, official updates indicate that certain pensioners born before 1961 may begin receiving new payments starting in December. To understand why these payments are being introduced, it helps to look at how the UK pension system works. The UK has several different pension programs designed to support retirees. The main one is the state pension, which provides regular income to individuals who have reached the qualifying retirement age and have made enough national insurance contributions during their working years. Over time, the rules for state pension eligibility have changed. Retirement ages have gradually increased, and some groups of people have been affected differently depending on the year they were born. Because of these changes, some pensioners have experienced financial pressure. Many people who were born before 1961 reached retirement under older pension policies, and in some cases their benefits may not have kept up with the rising cost of living. Over the past few years, inflation has significantly increased the cost of everyday essentials such as food, housing, electricity, and heating. For pensioners living on fixed incomes, these rising costs can be very difficult to manage. That is one of the key reasons government authorities have reviewed pension support programs. Officials have been examining ways to provide additional assistance to older residents who may be more financially vulnerable. As part of these discussions, authorities have now confirmed that new support payments will begin rolling out for certain pensioners starting in December. These payments are expected to provide additional financial support to eligible retirees who meet specific age and eligibility requirements. Although the exact amount may vary depending on personal circumstances, the goal of these payments is to help pensioners better manage rising living costs during the winter months and beyond. For many older adults, winter can be one of the most financially challenging times of the year. Heating bills increase significantly during colder months, and energy costs have remained a major concern for households across the UK. Pensioners who spend more time at home often face higher heating costs compared to younger households. Because of this, additional financial support during winter months can provide meaningful relief. Authorities have therefore confirmed that the timing of these payments will begin in December. This timing is not accidental. December is typically when winter expenses begin rising sharply, especially energy bills. By launching payments during this period, the intention is to provide financial help when pensioners need it most. It is also important to understand that these payments are not meant to replace existing pension benefits. Instead, they are designed to supplement current pension income. Eligible pensioners will continue receiving their regular state pension payments as usual. The new support payments will simply add additional financial assistance on top of existing benefits. Many pensioners may be wondering whether they will need to apply for these payments. According to the information released so far, in many cases eligible individuals may receive the payments automatically. This means that if someone already receives certain qualifying benefits or pension payments, the system may identify them automatically and process the additional payment without requiring a new application. However, the exact details may depend on individual circumstances. Some pensioners who are not currently receiving certain benefits may still qualify but may need to ensure their information is properly updated with government authorities. This is why staying informed about pension updates is extremely important. Another important point to understand is that the group being discussed in this update focuses specifically on individuals born before 1961. Birth year plays a significant role in pension eligibility because retirement age rules have changed gradually over the years. Individuals born before certain dates may fall under different pension structures compared to those born later. Because of these differences, the government has been reviewing ways to provide targeted support to groups that may have been affected by earlier pension policy changes. The December Payment Initiative is part of this broader effort to ensure that older pensioners continue receiving adequate financial support. For many retirees, financial planning becomes more difficult as living costs rise. Even with careful budgeting, unexpected expenses can appear. Medical costs, home maintenance, transportation expenses, and rising food prices can all add pressure on pension income. That is why additional financial support programs are often introduced to help stabilize household budgets for retirees. The upcoming December payments are expected to provide some relief in this area. While they may not completely eliminate financial challenges, they can offer meaningful assistance during a period when many households need extra help. It is also important to remember that pension programs are regularly reviewed by government agencies. Authorities monitor economic conditions, inflation rates, and the overall financial well-being of pensioners. When significant economic pressures appear, adjustments to pension programs or additional support measures may be introduced. Over the past few years, inflation has been one of the biggest economic challenges affecting retirees. Prices for groceries, energy, and everyday essentials have risen in many parts of the country. For pensioners living on fixed incomes, this means their purchasing power may decrease over time if benefits do not increase at the same pace as living costs. To address this issue, various pension adjustments and support programs have been introduced. Some of these include cost of living payments, winter energy support, and periodic pension increases linked to inflation measures. The new payments expected to begin in December are part of this broader approach to supporting older adults. Many pensioners have already begun asking questions about how much the payments could be and exactly who will qualify. At this stage, officials have indicated that details may vary depending on individual circumstances such as benefit status, pension type, and income level. Because of this, it is important for pensioners to stay updated as further information becomes available. Another important factor being discussed is the role of eligibility verification. Government systems often rely on existing records to determine who qualifies for certain benefits. These records may include information about national insurance contributions, pension enrollment, and current benefit status. Ensuring that this information is accurate helps make sure payments reach the correct recipients. For pensioners who already receive regular pension payments, the process may be relatively simple. If they meet the eligibility criteria, the additional payment could be automatically deposited into the same account where their pension is normally paid. This automatic process helps reduce paperwork and ensures that assistance arrives more quickly. However, some individuals may still need to check their eligibility or confirm their details with the appropriate authorities. This is especially important for individuals who recently retired, recently changed their address, or recently updated their bank account information. Communication from official agencies will play an important role in the coming months. Pensioners may receive letters, notifications, or online updates explaining how the December payments will work. These communications will provide detailed guidance about eligibility, payment schedules, and any actions that may be required. For now, the key message is that new financial support for certain pensioners has been officially confirmed, and December is expected to mark the beginning of these payments. For many older adults across the United Kingdom, this news brings hope that additional support will be available during a time when financial pressures remain high. In the next part of this video, we will explain in more detail who exactly may qualify for these payments, how eligibility could be determined, and what pensioners should do now to make sure they don't miss out on any support that may be available to them. Now that we have discussed the general announcement about these upcoming payments, it is important to look more closely at who may actually qualify and how the system is expected to work in practice. Many pensioners across the United Kingdom are asking the same question right now. Will they receive this new payment? And if so, what do they need to do next? To begin understanding eligibility, we first need to focus on the group that this update is primarily designed to support. The announcement specifically highlights individuals born before 1961. This birth year category is important because it includes people who are either already receiving the state pension or who reached retirement age under previous pension rules. These pensioners have often spent decades contributing to the system through national insurance payments during their working lives. For many of these individuals, retirement income is largely dependent on state pension payments and, in some cases, small private pensions or savings. However, not everyone has access to large retirement savings. That means many older adults rely heavily on the income they receive from government pension programs. When living costs rise quickly, that income can become stretched very thin. This is why the government has been reviewing support options for older pensioners. Officials have looked at data showing how inflation has affected retired households over the past several years. Energy prices, grocery costs, transportation expenses, and housing costs have all increased in many areas. For pensioners who live on fixed incomes, these increases can significantly reduce financial stability. By introducing new payments beginning in December, authorities aim to offer additional support at a time when many pensioners face some of the highest seasonal expenses of the year. Winter months can be especially challenging financially. Heating systems run more frequently, electricity usage rises, and households often spend more on essential supplies. Even small increases in utility bills can have a noticeable impact on retirement budgets. Another important aspect of this update is the way payments are expected to be delivered. According to official guidance released so far, many eligible pensioners may receive the payments automatically. This means that individuals who are already registered within government pension systems or who receive qualifying benefits may not need to complete a new application. Automatic payments are designed to simplify the process and ensure that assistance reaches people quickly. Instead of requiring pensioners to fill out complicated forms or navigate complex application systems, authorities can use existing records to determine eligibility. This approach helps reduce administrative delays and ensures that those who need help most can receive it without unnecessary obstacles. However, this does not mean pensioners should ignore the update. It is still very important for older adults to stay informed and make sure their personal information with government agencies is correct. For example, pensioners should ensure their bank account details are accurate, their mailing address is up to date, and their pension records reflect their current status. These small checks can prevent potential delays in receiving payments. Another group that may benefit from these payments includes pensioners who receive additional support through other assistance programs. Some older adults qualify for benefits that help cover housing costs, healthcare expenses, or energy bills. These programs often work together to provide a stronger safety net for individuals with limited income. When new support payments are introduced, authorities sometimes use these existing benefit systems to identify eligible recipients. This allows payments to be targeted toward individuals who may have the greatest financial need. It also helps ensure that support programs are used efficiently and fairly. In addition to eligibility, pensioners are also interested in understanding the timing of the payments. The December start date has been confirmed as the beginning of the rollout period. However, it is important to understand that not every payment may arrive on the exact same day. Government payment systems often distribute funds in stages to ensure smooth processing and avoid technical delays. For this reason, some pensioners may receive their payments earlier in the rollout period while others may receive them slightly later. This staggered distribution is a common practice used to manage large numbers of transactions across the national payment system. As long as individuals meet the eligibility criteria, they should receive their payments within the designated rollout window. Another factor to keep in mind is communication from official agencies. When new payments are introduced, pensioners often receive letters or official notices explaining the details. These communications may confirm eligibility, provide payment schedules, or explain how the payment will appear in bank statements. Paying attention to these messages can help pensioners understand exactly what to expect. It is also helpful for pensioners to remain cautious about misinformation. Whenever financial assistance programs are announced, rumors and misleading claims can sometimes circulate online or through informal channels. For example, some sources may exaggerate payment amounts or incorrectly state who qualifies. Relying only on official announcements and trusted information sources is the best way to avoid confusion. Beyond the immediate payment itself, this update reflects a broader effort to ensure that pension systems remain responsive to economic conditions. Retirement programs are designed to provide long-term financial stability for older citizens. However, economic environments can change over time. Inflation, energy costs, and other financial pressures can create new challenges that were not present when pension policies were originally designed. Government agencies therefore regularly review pension programs and adjust them when necessary. These adjustments can take many forms, including annual pension increases, cost of living support, seasonal assistance programs, or targeted payments for specific groups of retirees. The December Payment Initiative appears to be one of these targeted efforts to provide extra support to pensioners who may need it most. For many older adults, even a single additional payment can make a meaningful difference. It may help cover heating costs during cold months, assist with grocery expenses, or provide some breathing room in monthly budgets. Financial security is an important part of maintaining independence and quality of life during retirement. That is why staying informed about pension updates is so important. Many retirees may not realize they qualify for certain programs simply because they are unaware of them. By following official announcements and reviewing available support options, pensioners can ensure they receive every benefit they are entitled to. Families and caregivers can also play an important role in this process. Many older adults rely on relatives or trusted friends to help them understand financial information or navigate administrative systems. Sharing updates like this one can help ensure that elderly family members do not miss out on support that could improve their financial situation. Looking ahead, it is likely that pension policies will continue evolving as economic conditions change. Governments regularly assess whether existing programs are meeting the needs of retirees and may introduce new initiatives when necessary. While no system can eliminate financial challenges entirely, these adjustments are intended to help pensioners maintain stability and dignity during retirement. For now, the most important takeaway is that additional financial support has been officially confirmed for certain pensioners born before 1961, with payments expected to begin rolling out in December. Pensioners who meet the eligibility criteria may receive these payments automatically, although staying informed and ensuring personal information is up to date remains very important. As more detailed information becomes available, pensioners will gain a clearer picture of exactly how much support they may receive and when the payments will arrive. In the meantime, the confirmation of this program provides reassurance that financial assistance is on the way for many retirees across the country. To summarize everything we have discussed today, a new financial support initiative has been confirmed that will provide additional payments to certain pensioners born before 1961. These payments are expected to begin in December and are designed to help older adults manage rising living costs, particularly during the winter months when household expenses often increase. For many pensioners, this support could provide valuable financial relief. The payments are intended to complement existing pension benefits rather than replace them, ensuring that retirees continue receiving their regular income while also benefiting from additional assistance. Many eligible individuals may receive these payments automatically, thanks to existing government records and benefit systems. However, pensioners should still take a few moments to ensure their personal details are up to date with the relevant authorities so that there are no delays in receiving support. Most importantly, this update highlights the ongoing effort to protect the financial well-being of older adults who rely on pension income. Retirement should be a time of stability and security, and programs like this aim to support that goal by providing extra assistance when it is needed most. If you or someone you know was born before 1961 and receives pension benefits, staying informed about these updates could make a real difference. As more details are released in the coming months, pensioners will be able to better understand how these payments will affect them and what steps they may need to take. Thank you for taking the time to watch and learn about this important update. Staying informed is one of the best ways to make sure you receive the support you deserve. More updates and explanations will continue to appear as new information becomes available, helping pensioners across the United Kingdom stay prepared and confident about their financial future.